everybody, and welcome to another episode of Web3 Masterminds hosted by Cryptopolitan and Forward Protocol. And today I'm really excited to be speaking to Deniss from Unique Things. Welcome, Deniss.
Hello, Mitch. Glad to be here.
Great. It's really good to have you here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I wonder if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself, telling us a little bit about your background and how you actually got into the crypto blockchain industry.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, I'm not very good in English, but I will try to do my best. I have to start this story from a long time ago. I used to be an active user of marketplaces like eBay, Amazon, AliExpress. These marketplaces are awesome, but in most of them, there was something that I would change in a better way. In 2014, I came in crypto. And now seeing the technological benefits of blockchain technology and NFT in particular, I wanted to find an application for them in the real life. This how was born the idea of applying NFTs in the real world.
That sounds excellent. And tell me, how did you actually get to found and start Unique Things?
Found and start. I have signed some, I belong in crypto. I have many friends, many colleagues from this sphere. As I said earlier, I just want to create the easiest way to put NFT in the real life, apply them to the real items and services from the real world. So
yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense, Deniss. Making something practical for people, especially for Web2 users that might be coming in, and something that they can use in their business is a fantastic idea, and certainly something that is very needed. So I wonder if you wouldn't mind telling us a little bit about your vision and your mission, what you're trying to achieve.
We're trying to build the marketplace where people can buy real items and get services from real life that will be backed by NFT as a digital proof of ownership and authenticity. Each physical item at our marketplace will have a unique QR code by scanning which everyone will be able to get info about this item from the blockchain and NFT. This data will include the info about what this item is, the creation date, the creator name, the brand, price, trademarks, copyrights, distinguishing features depending on the category of the item, info about the owner, and taking into account the specific of the blockchain. It will be not just an info in the form of a wallet address on the blockchain network, which is incomprehensible to the vast majority of people. This will be info about a real person, his name or a nickname. And also there will be history records of the items. The history records, for example, if the product is a leather bag, a gold ring, or a canvas painting, might be a history of creation process with text description, photos and videos from creator. Or if the product is a celebrity private belongings, the history record can show the life cycle of the item in the hands of the celebrity. So our mission is to bring the benefits of NFT to real life.
That sounds great. That sounds great. And with Unique Things, what are the critical problems that you're trying to solve?
Our project is aimed at solving a wide range of typical issues and problems. The proof of ownership and authenticity of an item, along with the easiest check proof mechanism. Imagine you have a Cristiano Ronaldo's t-shirt hanging on your wall, and Unique Things provide an opportunity to prove that you are the original owner of this item, and this is original Cristiano's t-shirt.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it's a great way of actually recording ownership and securing that asset.
Yeah.
And can you tell us a little bit more about your team and how you put it together, how you formed it?
Our team, we are based in Dubai, but all of members from worldwide. I'm Russian, living in Latvia, Turkey, and Dubai. Now I'm in Istanbul. Our team lead is from Japan. Our developers is from Estonia, Russia, Ukraine. Designers from Ukraine. The developer team consists of 10 developers. Most of them has crypto experience. Part of my team is my friends and colleagues from other projects. Our advisor, Alex Barhat, has a huge successful experience in crypto startups. The IME application has more than 5 million of downloads in App Store and Google Play Market, and they helping us with the growth.
Oh, and you say you're based in Dubai. Have you bumped into Key, Mr. Key? He's the co-founder with me at Forward Protocol.
Oh, no, I've not met him yet, unfortunately.
Yeah, we must actually make a time that you can actually get together and meet him. I think that'd be nice.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Sounds great.
So Deniss, maybe you could just tell us a little bit about the Unique Things ecosystem and what the features of the project are.
Our ecosystem, we have 19 partners in our ecosystem now. Most of them are well-known projects such as Gain Associates, IME, Zen.io, DeFi11, Symbiosis, Flurry Finance, of course, the Forward Protocol, many other. IME, as I said earlier, is our main strategic partner. Helps us with their big partners list and the huge organic community.
And I'm just wondering, with the project, I've had a look through the website and how people can actually start using Unique Things to, get ownership of products. Maybe you could just walk us through a user journey and explain how someone would interact with the project.
Yeah. Using our project for people, we will quite simple. It all starts with registration. If you want just to create NFT digital proof, you won't need a KYC even. But if you want to put your items for sale or buy something, you will definitely need a KYC pass. When you interact in the marketplace section, when you have sold your NFT digital proof, you must ship the physical item to the buyer. It's like you're selling or buying on eBay. The overall market model of Unique Things is a symbiosis of eBay, Etsy, Amazon, and OpenSea. Yeah, there will be many advantages for buyers and sellers at our marketplace. For creators of NFT digital proof, there will be such advantages as fully customizable QR code designs. So even a regular QR might be their well-known hallmark. As I said, the creation of this NFT digital proof will be very simple. The creators will have an opportunity to buy physical badges with designed QR codes or make them themselves by printing, laser engraving, 3D printing, or painting. There will be also full lifecycle royalty for creators. And what is most important, in my opinion, for creators, that the NFT digital proof will work as an active advertise for them. The product, even after many years sales, can serve as a lifetime advertisement for the creator. Anyone who will check this NFT only by pointing the camera of the smartphone on this QR code will be able to instantly find the data about the manufacturer and visit its store in one click only. Buyers will get advantage such as domain is the easiest way to prove their ownership and authenticity of an item, along with the other info such as brand, purchase price, distinctive features, etc. The marketplace sections will be convenient with many filters inside, saved search, favorite sellers, etc. There will be anti-fraud system, differential rating system. There will be possibility to add history records to owned items, the transparent history of the items with info about its creator, ex-owners, resale dates, and additional history records. Also, there will be full lifecycle royalty for ex-owners too.
Mm. And then I wanted to actually ask you, Deniss, before I ask you the next question, it relates to what you were saying about the QR codes.
Yeah.
I was just having a look at the website, and there are 3 very simple steps in how you can utilize the QR code and then mark a unique asset that you have with a QR code. Would you mind just running us through those steps so that somebody that's listening to this for the first time can understand how the QR code actually functions within your ecosystem and how you can actually mint an NFT or record an article like that?
Yeah. As I said, all will be start with registration of the person. After this registration, there will be possibility to start creating this NFT digital proof. The first step will be choosing the blockchain. The second step will be receiving the unique link to the blockchain explorer and QR code linked. Sorry to this link. Yeah, the creator has to put this QR on the physical item, and this QR code will work as a fast track to the blockchain explorer. And when somebody scan this QR with only a smartphone camera, no other app will require to do this, just a simple camera, as I said. Then this QR will send you to the blockchain explorer, and NFT blockchain, with the help of unique things, will show all the data about this item, the owner, the creator, the brand, etc.
That actually sounds very, very simple and easy to use, which is wonderful.
Yeah, thank you. Glad to hear it.
Deniss, can you explain what the meaning of FLCR is?
Yeah.
And maybe give me a few examples.
Yeah, of course. This full lifecycle royalty, I call it like this. For now, NFT only allows creators to receive royalties on resales. In our project, the history of an item may be even more important than the impact of the creator to the item's value. That's why the royalty for the ex-owners of the item is important too. About the examples, someone, let's say person A, bought a regular Puma t-shirt for $100 on our marketplace. A bit later, this owner visits a football match and gets an autograph from Cristiano Ronaldo on this t-shirt, making the photos of signing process, selfie with Cristiano, and creates a history record for this NFT digital proof, writing something like, today I was at the stadium, met Cristiano, he signed my t-shirt, that was a great day. A bit later, this person A sells this NFT digital proof to person B at a higher price, so let's say for $1,000, and ships the item. The profit in this first step will be $900. In that case, the Puma store will get a part of this profit as a creator. Of course, if they had applied the full lifecycle royalty feature while they creating this NFT digital proof for this t-shirt. Later, the new owner of this item, person B, gets another autograph on this t-shirt from somebody else well-known, creates another additional history record with this new info, and sells this NFT to person C for $5,000. In that case, the profit for the person B will be $4,000, from which the part of profit will go to Puma store as a creator, and the part of profit will go to person A as an ex-owner. That's how it works. A little other example in a different way, in a different NFTs. Let's say you have an NFT character in Metaverse game. You can create NFT digital proof for this existing digital NFT and start to creating a history record from day one of your in-game experience with this character. And while your character gets a new levels of experience, power, speed, and other attributes, you can make it something like a digital block for this in-game NFT character. Later, new owners of this NFT digital proof could add their own history records for this NFT. And the overall price of this NFT digital proof can raise along with the character experience and level. That's why the full lifecycle royalty is important for creation creators, sorry, and for the ex-owners too.
Yeah, those are very clear examples, Deniss. And Deniss, just want to ask you about the royalty. Is that royalty a fixed royalty, or can the creator select their royalty?
Yeah, creator can select the royalty, but we will limit it. For now, we're thinking about 5% limit for the creator royalty and 10% overall royalty for the ex-owners. This part of royalty for the ex-owners will be split between full list of previous ex-owner, depending on what time they are owning this item. It's a fair system.
Okay, that actually sounds like a very fair, royalty. So now what I'm interested in is actually your roadmap and what you've accomplished so far as a project and what you're actually working on right now.
For now, we have our private A fundraising round open. We are working on our alpha version. Also, we are preparing an IDO, but we will consider the overall market situation when choosing the dates. About the development, some of the features that were supposed to be tough work and we're put in our roadmap for the second quarter of 2023 have already been solved now. For example, the implementation of IPFS decentralized storage for NFT digital proof. It's already done. We plan to show our alpha version with NFT digital proof of ownership and authenticity creation along with the initial version of the NFT digital proof check service to our investors within a month or maybe two. The public start of our new Things web version with the creation of this NFT digital proof, the marketplace section and the digital proof check service are scheduled in our roadmap for the first quarter of 2023. But for now, the overall development process is going one quarter ahead of the schedule. I hope we will launch marketplace by the end of this year. The mobile versions, or at App Store and Google Play Market, we plan to launch one quarter after the launch of web version. Some other features we have a lot of. Like NFT digital proof pawn shop, NFT user avatar, and others will be added with the progress of development. We have a lot of work to do, and a lot of features to add. Most of them is completely unique. For example, we have a layer 2 solution for physical authentication of origin of an item with NFC tag inside. This NFC tag can be used like you're using Google Authenticator with temporary code. Also, we are working on DAO judge system for unique token holders. These judges will resolve disputes and get rewards from the sales fee on our marketplace. Even the DAO will be inside.
Sounds like you've got a busy year ahead of you.
Oh yeah. I think many years, not only one.
Exactly. Well, good luck, man. It's an amazing roadmap. If you achieve half of that, you'll have done really, really well. So, in your opinion, what's the most interesting use case for NFTs?
For me, the most I'm very subjective. The most interesting use case of NFTs is the real life use case, where the real products will be instead of just digital. The NFT is just a digital picture. I think it's just the first step of that technology.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there are going to be so many different applications that we're going to use every day. And what part of the NFT technology would you like to see improve in marketplaces and the actual technology?
In near future, I hope to see new NFT standards, which will be a bit more suitable for physical items, with more attributes inside NFT and so on. Also, I'm sure that every developer would love to see the overall standard for NFT metadata. For now, there are more than one standard. I can't even call it's a standard, but the main is the OpenSea NFT standard.
Yeah. I suppose as more diversity comes in and more standards come, it becomes more applicable in real life situations, and it'll become more useful.
Yeah.
So that utility increases and what have you. So Deniss, just switching gears a little bit, I just want to ask you a little bit about social tokens. What do you think about social tokens, and do you think they'll replace traditional social media communities like subreddits and Facebook groups?
I think the integration of blockchain technologies and social networks is already happening. And in future, we will see a kind of symbiosis as it's happening now with the addition of NFT to centralized platform, for example. I think the payments, the voting, and marketplace from DeFi area will also be integrated in our familiar social networks. Our partner, is a good example of crypto and DeFi implemented in the habitual environment of Telegram.
Yeah, I imagine as the space grows and social fi, becomes more relevant. I mean, that's what we do, really, isn't it? Is we organize communities.
Yeah.
We create communities that people associate with and want to be a part of, and we can add benefits to it. So I suppose the gamification and those social fi elements getting closer and closer. So we'll create a lot of that and allow people to interact more, and especially younger generations, I suppose, that do it much more naturally.
Yeah, I agree. Web3
do you come from a gaming background at all?
Gaming? Sorry.
Yeah.
I can't say. I worked in many projects like ideas generator. My brain is blown from the oral ideas.
No, that's fine. I mean, the only reason I ask that is I never really played games as a youngster.
No. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were asking about my work experience in the game.
No.
No, just playing games. Yeah, of course, of course, I play games.
Yeah, because I suppose that gamification of the process and making it simple for people. I mean, I love that example that you had of Ronaldo's T-shirt, because it's something that people can relate to, and it actually attaches a value to it, and it sort of gamifies that whole process, which is really nice. It adds a different element to it. It gives you a different way of approaching it. So I think it's and it creates that social element, where we are in a community of people that all love soccer or football, and it makes that article valuable to us as a community. So it's really amazing. And the other thing I wanted to ask you was, in the NFT space as it is at the moment, what do you think is lacking, and how do you see it maturing in the next sort of 2 to 5 years?
The digital assets which NFT represents now aren't backed by any real value. The solution is in expanding the NFT use out of just a digital world. We are working on this issue. In the next few years, I'm sure NFT will be integrated, totally integrated in the real world, and people will be able to get all the benefits of DeFi technologies in everyday life. Like it was
I think
with the crypto in overall. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, carry on. Sorry, Deniss.
No, I said as it was with the crypto blockchain in overall.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And what are your thoughts on the metaverse?
I like metaverse. I think this is very interesting and relevant nowadays. Blockchain and NFT technologies, as the last missing brick, have introduced missing features into this sphere, allowing it to overcome all conceptual difficulties and begin to develop rapidly. I do not believe that the cryptocurrency might be without the cryptocurrency. on the contrary, I see the synergy combining metaverses with the flight sector.
Yeah, and if I were to ask you, I mean, just to maybe just brainstorm with me, how do you see it developing, and what do you think the metaverses could become? Have you had any thoughts on that type of thing, or any sort of hopes of what it could develop into?
In overall, ideally, further development of the metaverse will allow all disparate ecosystems that have independent value to be combined into a single holistic virtual environment, defined by seamless interaction between each individual aspect to create an open world where people can coexist in a common virtual network rather than in a disparate ecosystem where separate networks are separated from each other by hardware, or different hardware, software, different geographic locations, and boundaries created by competing organizations.
Yeah, I think it's interesting, you know, the way you're working on unique things with your project and making it easier for people to interact. So for Web2 people to come in a very simple way. Because the way you explained it to me was easy. It's exactly what we're trying to do at Forward. You know, if you think about how WordPress works, it's very easy for you to create a website. You download an application, you go to the widget library, you choose which widgets you'd like, you customize the branding, and you deploy it. Within half an hour, you've got a beautiful website that you can actually utilize. It's got the functionality, etc. And
a couple of clicks.
Yeah, it's a couple of clicks. And I mean, we at Forward, we just creating like infrastructure for Web3 essentially to help people with a no-code drag and drop to do similar type of things. And I was just, you know, looking through your website, I saw that similar type of functionality, very easy to use, easy flow, easy to understand, not 100 steps, 3 simple steps. And that's what we actually need in this space to help encourage adoption and help people come in and not be discouraged because it's too complex.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like Dennis, I don't know if your friends are like mine. You know, a lot of my colleagues and associates, my friends, if I talk about blockchain, their eyes glaze over and they get confused. All the terminology that we use easily every day is it's easy for us to understand, but for most people it's very difficult to understand.
Yeah, the high threshold to enter the crypto for the news.
Yeah, it's exactly right. So it is interesting when you can make it simple for people, because it allows them to participate in a way that is not too far a stretch for them, which is good. I wanted to ask you about Web3 and how you see Web3 transforming blockchain technology. How do you see the comparison between and the advantages between Web2 and Web3, and what benefits can come from it?
The Web 3.0 technologies being actively and universally implemented, where smart contracts are needed, this technology is irreplaceable. Place great emphasis on the popularization and development of this technology. It will be not possible to completely abandon Web 2, but more and more useful things will come to us from the world of decentralized finance, which is happening right now. It's a new era.
Yeah, it's exactly right. I think there's a lot of functionality and things that'll complement it. And I think when that interface is easy for people, so they don't feel they have to leave one system to go to another system, but it's almost like an interface. So they carry on their businesses, but they utilize the functionality, can map the data to the blockchain and get the benefit of both sides, which is really what would, you know, help people to progress in the whole space.
Yeah, for sure.
Dennis, just a couple of things that I wanted to ask you. I know we've gone through most of the questions, but are there any sort of bottlenecks, any roadblocks that you see that are slowing down progress in Web3 and this whole space at the moment?
Maybe I can say maybe it's regulation. This is the first question.
Okay.
Decentralized finance, decentralized, but it can't be, I think, totally decentralized and totally unregulated. The last falling, UST falling, shows that the regular people might feel unsafe.
Yeah.
In this, so some kind of regulations, the help from the government, maybe some tutorials, maybe even the study in the school of crypto. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I think the regulation is it's a big part of it, and I think like even if you look at DeFi, the money that's in DeFi at the moment is very little compared to the amount of money that actually sits outside in the normal business world and the value-driven economy. And the only way that that money can actually come in is if there's some sort of regulation that allows those companies to participate. So I think there's a lot of will. I mean, people want to get involved, but unless the regulation matures in the space, it makes it difficult for them. So yeah, that's actually a key sort of a bottleneck that would slow it down. Deniss, just we've gone through everything that I really wanted to ask you. Just wanted to ask if you had anything else that you'd like to share about your project, anything that you'd like to let the listeners know about, or anything about the industry in general.
About unique things, just want to say that I will be great to see the people inside our communities. I'm totally sure that our project will be, trying to get the right word. I think that people will like our project. The only one problem for now is to become popular for us, I think. We don't have some big names, so any big stars, any big companies that can help us. So it's just a little problem for us now. But in overall, I think this a little difficult, so we will solve them.
Yeah, I think if you've got a good project and you focus on the technology, which it looks like you guys are doing, and you actually build the project, then it stands by itself. It's normally the projects that don't have the backup of good technology that don't survive, and it looks like you guys have put some thought into it and have some good tech. So yeah, and I really look forward to working with you guys and to seeing how you progress, Deniss.
Thank you, Mitch.
And yeah, I just want to say it's been really wonderful chatting to you. If you are around in Dubai and you want to hook up with Keems, let me know. There are always meetups and events and what have you. And yeah, I would like to catch up with you in the future again. But just want to say thanks so much for being here and for sharing about your project.
Thank you, Mitch. It's awesome. It's my first experience with the AMA. I'm glad that I've met even you. Not even you. That I have met you. You help with your questions. I love your AMA and I love your project.
Yeah, great. Thanks very much. Really, really appreciate it. Have a great day.
Yeah, thank you, Mitch. Take care.